Hello everyone, Lady De Winter here, and today I want to talk to you about something I found out about myself from my doctor, but I think it's pertinent to all seniors because this could happen to you, especially if you're overweight, like I am. So, now I'm not trying to weight shame anyone. There's no weight shaming here. This is just honest to God truth. Okay? So, when you become overweight, and you are sedentary like me and you don't do a lot of exercising, you can get a condition called prediabetes. Now, I have a sweet tooth to the end of time. My in fact, all my teeth are sweet teeth. Trust me, I love my sweets. But there is a downfall to loving your sweets, which comes in the form of diabetes, heart condition, all those lovely diseases that you can get from not eating the proper types of food. So, now, when you have been diagnosed with something called prediabetes, they usually ask you your number. I didn't bother to ask my number. Prediabetes is the precursor to real live diabetes. Meaning, if you don't start eating better or taking better care of yourself, you're going to wind up diabetic, where you have to take your blood every day and give yourself a shot. You don't want that. I know I don't, so I started eating better. But how do you remember when you have memory problems and you're a senior citizen? How do you remember what you ate? Well, you write it down, of course. Now, you could do this in a regular old notebook where you write down, you put the date on top, and you put breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you write down all that you had to eat. Now, I was doing that for a while for weight loss, but now I realize I have to start counting my carbs, which is very important to this. So, I, again, in my medical planner, got my hands on some pages that are great for tracking what you eat, or the calories if you need to write in the calories, or the carb content of what you're eating. And you can also put in how much water you've drank, if you want to get a close-up of this. Okay, you can put in how much water you drank, how much sleep you got, and if you exercised and what you did. Now, this is a very handy little sheet, and then at the end of it, it has this thing, it says, how did you do, what could you change, what's your goals, and all that. Which, honestly, if you are diagnosed with any form of diabetes, diabetes 1, diabetes 2, or prediabetes, is really a good thing to track so that you know. Because as you age, taking better care of your health means you live longer. Now, I received these pages. I ordered them from a place called Natalie Rebecca Designs. She is online. She is awesome. But let's say you don't have money for pages like that. Okay? Let's say all you have is, let me find some blank paper in here someplace. I know I have some. Okay, here's a sheet of blank paper. No, that's not blank. Anyway, all you have is a little spiral-bound notebook or something of the such. Surely I have to have some paper in here somewhere. Really? Really? Yeah, okay. What you could do with just a regular piece of paper is this. You can write down June 1, 2025, and you can put breakfast, and you can put either what you had for breakfast, how many calories it contained, the serving size, whatever you need to put down for your medical information. Okay? Then you draw a line. Let's see, I had yogurt for breakfast, which is 33 carbs. I happen to know that off the top of my head, trust me. So then you draw a little, and coffee. I had coffee with 2 spoons of sugar. How many cups, of which the spoons of sugar also add to your carbohydrates. So that is 4 carbohydrates per spoon of sugar. I know that off the top of my head too. Then you draw a little line here and you go lunch. And you write down what you ate for lunch. And then you go in and you do the same thing at dinner. You can mark, you can do cutesy things on how many things of water you drank, or you can simply go water and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do water like that. Hours of sleep. You can put like that. And you can do that in a spiral bound notebook. You don't need a fancy planner like I have. You can do it in a spiral bound notebook. But it is very important for your health, your memory, and your doctor's information that you have something like this that you can show them when you go to the doctor's office. Now, I actually have a marker there for food, and I put a little bookmarker in here, and there's my food section. I can change it anytime I want. So, and the thing I like about the disc bound, and let me show you. Let me get the marker on. The thing I like most about the disc bound system is you can do this. Well, once I get the paper, hold on. You can do this with it. You can hand it to your doctor's receptionist or nurse, and she can make a copy of it and put it in your file. They do that with mine all the time. So, that is my advice to you if you are doing, oh, here's another point. If you're having to do a diabetic or pre-diabetic menu, now you're thinking, well, I've got to eat all this stuff. How do I make it interesting? I have a list of delicious salad add-ins because I'm not a big salad fan. I'm really not. I also have...
Your finger's over it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. My finger was over it, I was told. I have a list of salad ingredients, and I think at the very top, yeah, I have breakfast ideas that I can interchange that are still good for me. Now, by waffles, I'm meaning whole wheat, and by English muffins, I'm meaning whole wheat. I just don't write it down because I know that I'm using whole wheat. So, that's some ideas on how to eat a little better if you are diagnosed with diabetes or pre-diabetes. They're very tricky diseases. Diabetes is very, very dangerous. You don't want to play around with it. It can kill you. Literally, it can kill you. So, be sure and keep tracking everything. Make sure that you're either paper or you can even use a tablet and do that. Just remember to keep your battery charged. But you can use any method that works for you as long as you use a method. So, until next time, this is Lady DeWinter reminding you you're never too old to do anything you set your mind to doing. Sometimes you gotta find workarounds for what used to be easy. But you can do it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.